Lindsay Lohan, the biography, the sensational true story of an international superstar, by Sarah Marshall. Introduction. A road sweeper trundles slowly through the quiet streets of Merrick, Long Island, USA. Already the first leaves of autumn are beginning to block gutters and driveways, creating a blot on an otherwise picture postcard landscape. A SWAT team of professional gardeners has already been drafted in to clear up any unsightly debris. The taxes in this neighborhood are high, and with good reason. It's 11 a.m., and most of the city working residents are already comfortably settled behind their Manhattan desks, responding to the latest urgent memo. Having dropped their children safely at the school gates, glamorous housewives are rushing to meet their lunchtime appointments for the day. Jena Lohan pulls into her driveway. Her bottle blonde hair has been scraped back into a ponytail. Unlike the other women casually ambling across their front patios, there's a sense of determination about her visit. Cautiously, she switches off the engine and yanks on the handbrake. In the back, her 3 children, Allie, Dakota, and Lynsey, are huddled quietly together. Lynsey, the eldest, peers inquisitively from beneath a mop of red hair. This is the first time the family has been home in a long time. For the past few months, Jena and her kids have been living with their grandparents. Jena left their father in another blazing row. The fight was sparked by her returning home one evening later than expected. The intensity of the confrontation resulted in her leaving and taking the children with her. Now that she is fairly certain her husband is out of town for an extended period, she's decided it is time to come back. "Come on," she says, smiling encouragingly at the kids. "Let's get this stuff inside." Stepping out of the car, she's suddenly struck by the reality of her situation. The last time she saw this driveway, it was with her face pressing into the tarmac. Having packed a suitcase of overnight clothes for her children, she'd stormed out to the car. Michael had taken up pursuit, begging her to stay. Amidst the confusion, she'd fallen and cut her arm. On examining it closely, a small scar was still visible. Her parents had pleaded with Jena not to return home, but she knew she couldn't stay away forever. But Jena had to believe that things might change. She is a fighter as well, and she won't give up easily. She thought that perhaps by the time he returned home, things might be different. As she turns her key slowly in the lock, doubts creep into her mind. Quickly, she banishes them away. It's too late now for second thoughts. An eerie silence hangs menacingly in the air. Followed closely by Allie and Dakota, who are both in her shadow, she tiptoes quietly inside. She then lets out an audible sigh of relief. The house is empty. Checking her household is still in order, Jena slowly enters each room. Coffee mugs lie scattered across the kitchen work surface. She frowns. Michael always did refuse to load the dishwasher. Finally, she reaches the bedroom she and Michael share. Her eyes dart about the room before settling upon the door to her ensuite bathroom. It's been left ajar. Call it obsessive compulsion, but Jena always did have a problem with the bathroom being on display. "Old habits die hard," she says, and smiles to herself before reaching over to pull the door shut. Suddenly, she detects movement. A shadow flits across the window. In a split second, the handle is pulled from her grasp. "What happened next was really fucked up," says Lynsey, later recalling the incident. Before Jena can gauge what's going on, a figure leaps from the shower. It's Michael Lohan. Screaming, Jena and the children tear down the stairs. "He came running out of the house," says Lynsey, still shaken by the memory. "I got in the car, and Allie and Cody ran into the car, and we all floored it out and drove back to my
Sample complete. Ready to continue?